Actually, you can erase. I'll be right back.
You're fine.
I have my one bathroom break of the time because I don't get that in this game because there's no stopping. Bastards.
There we go. Okay. Random. JJK leaks are going crazy. I don't know much about JJK, unfortunately, but if they are, I mean, if this is the time that they would all be going out right now, along with One Piece and everything. So I'm not really too surprised.
Okay, I'm back.
Yay. Oh, a communication error occurred. Okay, well.
Perfect timing.
That was some perfect timing there. My God.
All right.
I expect.
Why would you not expect stuff like that to happen?
I'm not really sure, but
it is Nintendo Online.
It is Nintendo Online, yes.
You get what you pay for.
Seriously. And we shouldn't even be paying for it in the first place.
You know, I kind of do enjoy some of the you know, virtual console games, for lack of a better phrase. You get.
I think you should be able to join me.
Yep, I'm already doing it.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Because they just put Super Mario Land, the original Game Boy one, on the it's not virtual console. What's it supposed to be called? Just the Nintendo Plus. The Nintendo, what do we call their online subscription service?
It's Nintendo Online and the Nintendo Online Plus, I believe is what it's called.
Okay, well, the Game Boy one had like Super Mario Land, and it's really good. It's really nostalgic. It's not a good game. It doesn't hold up very well, but it's very nostalgic. Playing that game because I used to go to my grandma's house, and she had the original Game Boy, like the big old massive brick one.
Oh God, that giant brick thing. Oh damn.
Yeah. And at the time, my brother and I had our Game Boy Colors because we both got one when the Pokemon Red and Blue came out. So we'd go over there, we just play those games on our Game Boy Colors. God, that was bad, that game, because it's Super Mario, but it doesn't play like Super Mario at all. It's like really kind of off. That was so bad, that game. Man, the first like 2 or 3 levels about as far as I ever got. Man, the music, pure nostalgia, let me tell you.
I bet
pure
it was
nostalgia. It was I would if you still have obviously a Nintendo Online still, I would say give it a whirl. Just understand it's like a history lesson and not a game you should really put too much time in.
All right, I'll definitely check it out then.
Which who has time for old games when there's all these new games coming out, you know?
Haven't you heard though? This generation, there's no
First
games at all,
problems.
man. What are you talking about, man? According to the youngins, you know, this generation of gaming, it's nothing. There's nothing available. There's nothing new. There's nothing unique. Nothing.
I mean, aren't the youngins playing the Fortnite, do the Fortnite dance all the time?
Yeah, I mean, they're basically playing Fortnite and Call of Duty, and that's it. So you know what?
Well, I mean, but games are getting longer though. I mean, just this year of the games I played, Yakuza was like 80 hours. Sorry, Like a Dragon, not called Yakuza anymore. Like a Dragon 8 was, excuse me, about 80, 90 hours. Final Fantasy 7 Part 2.
That was easily 100 hours.
No, I put I think about 40 to 50 into it.
No, you must have skipped a bunch of stuff then.
I didn't skip that much. I just don't really care that much.
Did you play on easy or did you play on normal?
I think I'm playing easy.
Oh, that explains it.
And I didn't get all the summons either. I stopped on the last normal one.
Odin?
Yeah. I was like, you know, this guy
Odin,
is a
you know,
dick.
it's funny. In terms of the summons, the ones I used the most was simply Phoenix. And then I loved using Bahamut. I liked using him. He was fun to use.
What was the fortress looking one?
Oh, Alexander. Alexander was also another fun one.
I used
to
Alexander.
Use. Alexander, yeah. I attached Alexander with Barrett, man. Oh, man.
Pretty sure that's what I did too.
Yeah, that was that helped. That got me out of a lot of jams. That was a great summon right there.
Yeah, so about 50. Oh yeah, maybe it's closer to 60 because I don't know actually how many hours in game. I'm just going off the PlayStation one. That's wildly inaccurate. The one that tells you when you highlight the game. After that was P3 Reload, which is 80 according to PlayStation, and then
I thought you'd played it on Game Pass just because it was available there.
No, because I bought the super duper special edition of it.
Ooh, okay. All right.
Yeah, because I played P4 Golden when it came out last year.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember you said you put a bunch of hours into that.
And I was going to play P3 Portable. I was like, man, I hate P3 Portable. Like, I remember playing on the Vita. It was not a fun time. Yeah, there's like, the game just feels like a visual novel, which I don't really love visual novels. Despite my zeal for 13 Sentinels, which you should definitely play. It's really good. I was like, I don't really want to do this again. And I kept hearing rumors, oh yeah, they're gonna remake P3. I'm like, okay, I'll hold off. And like a month later, like, yeah, here's a cool trailer. I'm like, hell yeah, I made the right decision.
I wonder if Atlas will be at Summer Game Fest.
They
announced that new game they're working on already, didn't they?
I forgot the name of it, but I have the super special edition of that. You're talking the one coming out like in late summer, early fall, that one?
Something like that, yeah. But it's not Persona though. It's like something else.
No, but it very much has that kind of Persona style to it.
Right. I mean, obviously it's made by the same people, so.
Yeah, that's coming out this year. And then also I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure if it's like a not remaster, like a updated version plus the base kind of thing with SMT5 Vengeance.
Oh yeah, that
like
comes out like in a couple weeks, doesn't it?
It's June. That's all I know. So it might be June's in a couple weeks. I don't know when in June though. I'm contemplating picking it up.
It's like a week and a half away. So.
I know. I'm contemplating picking it up because I didn't love SMT5 when I played on Switch, but the game ran like ass. And I guess this new one, they got a lot more story elements to, which I thought was really lacking with SMT, which I guess is not, the hardcore SMT people are like, you don't need storyline, you just need, God versus the Satan and stuff, which that's cool, I guess, but I need a bit more storyline to it. Like why they're so unfriendly with each other.
It's sick. What do you expect?
They need to show more. Oh, yeah, it was Metaphor, I think was what we're thinking of. Metaphor game. Yeah, Metaphor. Fantazio? Yeah. No. I saw it go up for like the super duper special edition. And you're like, you know what? F it. I'll buy it. At worst, if it looks really lame, as we get closer and closer, I'll just cancel the pre-order.
Well, I guess you got a little bit of time to see. So. E3 Portal is awesome. They need to show more of Metaphor.
Yeah, this is the game that's coming out late summer.
Vanillaware just had a success with Unicorn Overlord, so they won't be shown with the Atlas / Sega stuff. They need to cook more. They're gonna. I mean, because it was priced probably 4-ish years since 13 Sentinels. It takes them a long time. They're a small developer. Right. I remember the team isn't exactly huge or anything. So.
No, and I guess it keeps bankrupting them too, or nearly. I guess 13 Sentinels nearly bankrupted them, and I guess so did Unicorn Overlord.
Wait, didn't that didn't Unicorn sell well? So why would that bankrupt them?
It did, no, before it came out.
Oh,
as in
before
they're running out of funding.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
They were extended on it.
Ray, what are you personally ready for when it comes to Summer Game Fest? Is there anything in particular you're looking forward to? I don't know what to expect from Summer Game Fest this year personally, because like I'm expecting to see some kind of teaser trailer for something for PlayStation, because we know nothing is coming out this year, but obviously next year. I would assume we at least get a teaser trailer of something. We know Concord is coming, but we don't know shit about that game. So
I'm super forgetful, dude. In previous years, did Sony really announce anything big at Summer Game Fest, or is it just kind of stuff very new?
It's not at Summer Game Fest, but they usually have their little showcase thing around this time.
Oh, gotcha. I think they're literally at Summer Game Fest.
No.
I'm sure they're
Summer
gonna do
Game
it.
Fest time, E3 time, RIP E3, all that stuff. So
Haven't they announced they're doing something in June, or is it just Microsoft saying that?
Microsoft's the only one that is having an actual thing at Summer's Game Fest, aside from Jeff's, typical advertisement thing. Oh,
Rayman 4. Yeah, you better put that clown face there.
Rayman. I'm pretty sure Ubisoft is not doing anything with Rayman for the foreseeable future, because didn't that Mario, Rayman, or no, it's not Rayman, it's Mario and Rabbids or whatever. Didn't that flop huge or something like that?
Well, I don't. I would if Ubisoft says it flopped, I will listen to them.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, the original one, Mario and Rabbids or versus Rabbids or whatever it was called, had huge tail on it. I think that's what you call it, where it didn't sell initially, but it just kept going on sale and everyone started buying it.
Yeah, it was more of an evergreen style.
So I'm curious if Ubisoft would call it a failure, or if they're gonna follow suit and just keep dropping it to $10 every couple of months, or every holiday, because it was pretty much a stocking stuffer 3 years straight for Christmas and stuff.
Right. Seriously, I hope to see Everwild, Ghost of Tsushima 2, and State of Decay 3. Has State of Decay 3 been announced, or is that what you want to see announced? I mean, a lot of people are expecting to see Ghost of Tsushima 2 teaser something, which I'm all for. I love Ghost of Tsushima. And Everwild, that's being made by Obsidian. Oh,
what's Everwild?
I don't remember.
Everwild
sounds like something. I don't
Rareware.
Know. Huh?
It's from Rareware.
Rare? Oh wow. Okay.
A brand new IP from Rare, unique and unforgettable experience await in a natural magical world.
Oh, okay.
I'm surprised they have enough people left to do a game that isn't called what's the pirate game? Sea of Thieves?
Skull and Bones?
Yeah.
No,
Skull and Bones Ubisoft.
Skull and Bones Ubisoft. Yeah, Sea of Thieves. Well, I mean, with the huge jump in players that they saw from recently on PS5, work out for them.
You know how it is with live games, though. I mean, it actually takes over a developer, and that's what Naughty Dog was afraid of.
That was the exact reason. So that's why they canceled it. So, Jordan, what's going on, man? What's going on?
Plus, it's kind of nutty. Rare's still around. That was the original Microsoft pickup.
Yeah, they picked them up back in like 2016, 2017.
Rare? No. They picked it up on the 360 days.
Well, back in the 360 days. Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah, because it was, I think, even before the 360 came out, because Rare put out Star Fox Adventures, and I think that was the last GameCube game they ever put out. I think that was it. And then Microsoft bought them, and they put out Conker's Bad Fur Day on Xbox, and then Grab of the Ghoulies. Yeah, that was the original Microsoft buyout, pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess Bungie might have been. I think Bungie was bought by.
Yeah, I guess technically they did buy Bungie. Shit, I'm just gonna say
Because originally, funny enough, it was gonna be a Mac game, for all those games.
Right, I remember that. Yeah, because clearly the Mac was gonna take off back then.
Well, Apple's trying their damnedest to get people to port games to the M series chips, but no one's biting.
I think the only game I know that's doing it, I think isn't it Resident Evil Remake?
Yeah. Well, why? Which remake was it? 4?
4, I believe 4. Because that's even running on the iPhone. So
I thought it was 7 that was on the iPhone.
I thought it was 4 remake, but I don't. Jordan says I don't think they owned Bungie way back then. They just contracted with them. Is that it? And then after Halo 1, they bought them. Is that what happened?
So why did they? Because they showed Halo off initially at like Macworld or whatever the Apple convention was.
Mm-hmm.
So they never put it out on Mac though. So either they flashed a lot of dollar bills their way, or they outright bought them.
Ray.
Let's see.
Oh, maybe a new Fire Emblem. Well, Nintendo has already confirmed to have the Direct sometime in June. But remember, no Switch 2 announcements or anything. We could definitely see.
There's supposed to be a new Fire Emblem.
We should probably see another Fire Emblem. I'm guessing we'll also see. I don't think we'll see a new Mario. Luigi Mansions 2 will probably be shown off a little bit more in detail, even though again it's just a simple remaster. What else could we potentially see from Nintendo?
All right, here it is. All right, so in 1999, Bungie announced its next project, Halo Combat Evolved, originally intended to be a third-person shooter game for Windows and Macintosh. Halo's public invasion unveiling occurred at Macworld Expo in 1999, key world address by Apple's then interim CEO Steve Jobs. Mm-hmm. In June 19th, 2000, on the 9th anniversary of Bungie's founding, Microsoft announced that it had acquired Bungie, and Bungie would become part of the Microsoft game division.
Well, they did acquire them, right? Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Jordan said, JK, Microsoft did acquire them. Then they split off in 2007 and became independent. Back when Halo was a little RTS. That makes more sense. Okay, I can see that.
If you engage was the cringiest thing. Yeah, so I really didn't get super into Fire Emblem outside of Three Houses. Really enjoyed Three Houses.
Yeah, I remember you loving Three Houses. You loved Three Houses. I remember that.
Yeah, Three Houses was good. And then I played Engage. I'm like, what is this bullshit? Why is Colgate Head being such a boring character? I didn't like it. I don't think I finished it.
Bungie, Microsoft's only ever successful acquisition. I mean, I'm sure they've acquired others.
I would argue Rareware was a successful one just because
I think Rare,
stuck around.
Yeah. Well, and then I mean, with Rare, I mean, like Sea of Thieves, right? It was a terrible launch, but they actually stuck with it, and Sea of Thieves is definitely successful.
Mm-hmm. And I think
they can't make anything else, but hey. But I mean, yeah, unfortunately, so far it definitely does not look like anything has really worked out too well for them.
No, Forza developers still churning out good games.
It's funny. People bring up Forza, and then like you see like a good chunk of comments and videos will be like, Forza. Got anything else for us?
Well, I mean, it prints money, I guess. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing a Call of Duty style 2 developer, tag team for mainline Forza.
Does Forza
and
help with their
Horizon.
Game Pass though? Because we all know the sales doesn't matter to them anymore. It's all about that.
I mean, I think at this point we're at the point of they can't grow Game Pass outside of PC. There's just not enough people buying consoles, Xbox consoles.
Well, and I think we mentioned this beforehand. Do you really see someone like, for example, my sister on her smart TV signing up for Game Pass? Like, probably not.
If your sister was super into like mobile games, maybe.
Mobile games.
Yeah, because with Activision, the big moneymaker there was COD and King.
Right.
With,
but I don't think that's gonna be part of Game Pass. That's gonna be part of their new Xbox or Microsoft app thing that they're releasing. They're not gonna put that on Game
Pass, Microsoft app thing, whatever. It's all it all can be fudged by the bean counters.
Oh, I mean, it's up there. I mean, all those.
That's all that matters.
As we've learned over the years, everything gets fudged to some extent. Sony closed
Exactly,
all
that's
its live
all
service,
that matters.
all of its live service, but they can get a chance. They didn't close all of its live service. They closed. They closed. Or they didn't close. They stopped the Naughty Dog live service game, which they came out and said, "Look, if we had done that, then we would have been doing nothing but that, and we're more known for our single player games, and that's what we wanted to focus on." So it was either get a live service game, and that's all you get forever for a while, or you can actually get other games essentially. But again, with current Naughty Dog, I don't know how reliable that really is. But the other one that a lot of people like to bring up is the Spider-Man one. And I'm just gonna say this. I know online people were like, "Oh yeah, the Spider-Man one, that would have been so awesome. Everyone flinging around New York City with multiple Spider-Mans." I'm like, dude, you really think it would have worked out the way you think it is? Like, first off,
because like the DC MMO did so well, the Avengers live service did so well.
Yep. And then also,
like, not even the scrubs, super hardcore into superheroes give a damn about live service games.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, we've already speculated here that the reason that the budget was so crazy big when it comes to Spider-Man was due to them trying to make the servers for that particular game. And I'm guessing they probably ran into a lot of issues with the servers trying to make a game like that. So, because it didn't sound like they had an extra team working on it. Like, they were trying to get the Spider-Man 1 and 2 team to work on that, which then that would have killed their X-Men or the Wolverine game, or that would have been delayed indefinitely, essentially, because they would have then had to been solely focusing on that Spider-Man game. I mean, again, a lot of it comes down to Jim Ryan trying to do all of these live service games. I mean, that's why he probably was, retired, aka let go. Probably the heads at Sony were like, "You are draining a shit ton of money. You either leave now or we will fire you."
Well, we're also looking at the idea that if a developer drops a game that does not do well, they're liable to get shut down. Full stop. Doesn't matter how big the developer was.
Oh yeah, no, easily.
It's just that expensive to make a game. And live service games are, I would argue, they're probably the second most expensive kind of type of game to make.
Well, I mean,
just short of
Bungie.
MMO.
I mean, dude, look at Bungie. Bungie has one of the most successful live service games, and yet they were down 45% of their projected revenue and everything. Like, it's expensive.
I think it goes to show, though. I mean, I would make the argument that Destiny's closer to an MMO than is a standard live service. It's not Fortnite. Fortnite, you just keep dropping skins. That's really affected all they need to do.
Also, it was the
Destiny's
first of its
actually.
kind. So.
I'm not sure I go that far. Like, why? When did Warframe come out?
Warframe didn't come out until Warframe came out before or after.
I think it came out roughly the same time as Destiny. No, I'm talking Destiny. Fortnite.
Wait, we talking
Fortnite,
Destiny or we talking Destiny 2?
Destiny, the original.
Destiny came out in 2014.
I think I genuinely believe Warframe was on PC.
Chat, someone go look. Chat, go look this up right now, because Destiny 1 wasn't even on PC. Destiny 1 released in 2014. Warzone didn't release until 2019, I believe.
You're saying first of its kind.
No.
First of its kind.
No, first of its kind. I'm talking about Fortnite in terms of like what it did.
I think you thought Destiny was the first of its kind.
No.
Fortnite.
Like that kind of like just battle royale can just have any skins, battle pass.
No. It was Fortnite is 100% not one of the first. H1Z1, I think, was probably the first.
Yeah, but was it successful?
H1Z1. Yeah, super big. Or so was PlayerUnknown. Battlegrounds.
Battlegrounds took off after they started doing things
No.
like Fortnite.
PUBG was before Fortnite took off. Full stop. 100%.
I know.
Because Fortnite, when it came out, was going to be a Minecraft clone.
PUBG was on PC only, and that was before Fortnite. But then after Fortnite released, that's when they tried to get a console version out, if I remember correctly.
Sure, but is the console version what's driving Fortnite?
Say that again?
Was consoles what drove Fortnite? I mean, I feel like it was already a juggernaut before it really took off on consoles.
Fortnite? Well, Fortnite released, and it's BR. The BR for Fortnite released on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC all at the same time, if I remember correctly. But the Battle Royale section, I know they had that PvE thing at first, but
yeah, because it was supposed to be like a Minecraft clone kind of thing.
Right, but then that failed, and they just went to the BR, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
okay, Bobby
exactly.
says H1Z1 was first. Yeah. It was big. PUBG got bigger, then Fortnite copied PUBG. Fortnite copied PUBG? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they had a multiplayer mode.
I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I don't give two shits about battle royales. They are boring as hell. I can't play them. Jordan says though, I also feel like at this point companies are trying to start too vanilla and build up the game over time, like Halo Infinite. It was super bare at launch. It was huge. It had a huge player base, but couldn't retain it because it didn't have enough content at launch and couldn't roll out new stuff fast enough. So now it's in a great place, but no one is playing it anymore. I mean, yeah, there's also the fact that, you know, you mentioned that at the launch, they didn't have basic features that they promised, and also the fact that past Halo games have had, not to mention Microsoft's over-reliance on contract workers, especially, which I know obviously everyone does and everything, but Microsoft too, especially, they go way too hard, because basically you'd have someone be on there for 16 months, and then they finally learn and they finally get used to the code and everything, and then they're let go, and then they bring on a new contract person, and then there's the whole spaghetti code thing that they had to deal with as well. So yeah,
I think you're glossing over the bigger issue of just as an industry in general, along with just software in general, it's not just video games, is the notion of MVP, or the minimum viable product.
Right. Yeah.
So you're shipping incomplete products, full stop, knowing that you're gonna patch them in later.
Right. And
day one patches.
And they don't seem to understand that first impressions are huge. Like it doesn't matter. Like Halo, like if Halo Infinite was like, if you looked at Halo Infinite right now, or even in a year, and it's like it had everything now it promised, it had way more content, way more maps, yada, you know, like it was a perfect game. It doesn't matter. That first impression, when everyone was playing originally, was negative overall.
Sure, but Destiny 2 is DOA. It didn't get big until a long time later, at least 6 months to a year.
Destiny.
Like that game was bad news when it came out. Like I remember you and I playing it. Like no one was into it. They're like, this game is boring. There's no end game.
Yeah, well,
and then all of a sudden it took off once they added it in.
Well, yeah, well, the thing that saved Destiny, I think, was the fact that it was a it was made by Bungie, so everyone was like, all right, we got to give Bungie a chance and everything like that. But then, like you said, there was nothing really in the first year or so. Then Taken King came out, and that brought a lot of people in. And then
but you mentioned that it's critical that the first impression, which is 100% correct, but it's not a death sentence per se. You can still come back. It's just very hard.
It's not. I guess I should clarify. It is not impossible to come back. There are definitely games that have done it. But I think the thing with Destiny compared to something like Halo Infinite, 343, right? This was their third game making Halo, right? And everyone was just like, okay, like this is the final shot essentially, and it turned out the way it is. Something like Destiny, though, that was Bungie's first game away from Microsoft, so I think people were a little bit more lenient on it. And then also, let's just be perfectly honest, Bungie, like or hate it, they got good marketing. They can draw people in. So I know it's
Halo Infinite is the most disappointing thing since I found microplastics aren't good for me. I'm wondering now if it's to a point where you thought it was good for you.
Yeah. Who wants to pay payroll taxes? Exactly. Not having to Slayer playlist because UI couldn't handle it was insane. Well, then not to mention the fact that just the whole progression system was absolute garbage back then. I think it also helped that the marketing for TTK was awesome. Oh, the Taken King. Yeah. You're right, Jordan, on that one.
Destiny.
Ray, Helldivers 2 devs are monsters. The way they release content is astonishing. Well, I think the one thing that definitely helped Helldivers 2 is the fact that they didn't release some roadmap, right? They're just like, look, here's the game. We're letting the game speak for itself. People are having a ton of fun with it, and we're just going to update it when we can, essentially. They haven't tried to make any huge promises or anything. Like, that's just how it's working, essentially, like that. Yeah,
All right, so I did have like 30 seconds in between race. Sorry to interrupt, but Warframe did come out before Destiny 1 did.
What? No.
Warframe was 2013. According to Wikipedia, Destiny was 2014.
Right.
However, I don't think Warframe came out on consoles until after Destiny. I think Warframe was PC only at the time.
Oh, okay. I could have sworn Warframe was after it, but okay. I guess that would make sense. PC first though, because it was definitely was well known for that. And didn't we just play Baby Park like a few maps ago?
Hey man, you know these kids. They love their Baby Park.
I know. Ow.
It's the reverse NASCAR effect. Just gotta turn right. Simple.
Or if you're on mirror,
right.
turn left.
NASCAR mode, yeah.
God. I go from 2nd to 12th. That's Baby Park for you. That's Baby Park in a nutshell.
You know I haven't played in a long ass time? Excite Bike. Why is everyone go to Bay Park? Why not go to Excite Bike? It's on an oval. There's jumps on it. What's not to love? Motherfucker.
That was bad.
Yeah, Warframe was for, I got the, I remember having Warframe on my PlayStation 4 and I turned it on, like, man, this game's kind of annoying. And I stopped playing it.
Warframe has definitely changed a lot from its initial release, if I remember correctly. Like, if you go play it now compared to then, oof. Yeah.
Oh, never mind. So, well, actually, it was a couple months. So, Warframe was March 25th release on Windows, and then it's November of that same year, 2013, on PS4. September, so it was a little earlier on Xbox, and it came to Switch. I forgot
Warframe's
about
on
that.
Switch? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and iOS.
Well, there you go. There's your answer for who's bringing games on the iOS.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this year, February 20th, 2024. I remember getting games on PlayStation 4 because there really wasn't a huge amount of games on the PlayStation 4 when it came out. Even like the months after when I bought it, it was a very Spartan looking homepage for me because I just had like Wolfenstein and like Resogun and
all right, so
Crunch game.
I want to
Infamous,
ask.
there we go.
I want to ask everyone now. It's because it's been out for a couple days now. I don't whether you've played it or not. I personally haven't yet, but Hellblade 2 has been in the news for quite a bit because it obviously just released a couple days ago, and it seems to have gotten good scores from critics, but it seems to be very like split. I've noticed in terms of like YouTubers and other people who review it and everything. And then there's the rumor that Ninja Theory's next game has already been greenlit, which doesn't necessarily save them because obviously things can get greenlit and canceled and everything. But has Hellblade 2 really moved the needle for Game Pass? I know for a fact
it never was going to.
I know.
I'm not sure why anyone thought it would.
I gotta be, fair. But
no, I think everyone's insane for thinking it was gonna. It's not. It's a niche game. The original was a niche game. Anyone thinking the sequel would not be a niche game is, tricking themselves. Like it's a walking simulator. It's just like Death Stranding. Death Stranding did not move consoles. I guarantee it.
No, it did not.
Even with Kojima's name on it. I bought the game because Kojima's name was on it. I was disappointed.
But that game released back at the tail end of the Xbox One and PS4, so I mean, it was never going to really need to change to make console sales go up.
I'm just pissed off that the walking simulator. I don't want to deliver.
Well, apparently, Hellblade 2 is even shorter than what the devs said. Like some people are finishing in like 4 hours or something like that. Which again is like short games are not bad by any means. Just
God of War 3 was also 4 hours, just as a reminder.
Yeah, but that at least had fun, brutal gameplay.
This has fun, brutal gameplay.
I've heard the gameplay is kind of nif.
I heard the puzzles sucked. That's all I heard.
The puzzles I heard sucked. I heard the combat. I heard the combat is
also
the
God of
same.
War 3. The puzzles sucked. Is this like God of War 3? I hate the puzzles in God of War 3. I hate the puzzles in those early God of Wars all together.
I'm about to say, let's just be perfectly honest. All of the God of Wars had
all the old ones prior to what 2017, the Norse one.
Prior
those
to the
puzzles are fine.
Prior to the Xbox or to the 18, right? 2018. Yeah, they were terrible. The Xbox tax is real on this one. Oh, the Xbox tax.
So I got a dumb question because I guess I don't entirely comprehend the Xbox tax. What is the Xbox tax?
If I understand it correctly, it's essentially that people feel
Good games get hated on.
Yeah, the Xbox is hated on more than PlayStation and Switch, essentially. Now I don't know. You know, obviously people are gonna have their head cannons and everything, but
all I'm saying is a 5-hour game, 3-hour, 20 minutes. Yeah, but I do kind of wonder. Like, if we're talking like a speed run 5 hours to get through the game.
We're talking a normal just run through.
Okay, because like people are saying you could burn through Stellar Blade in like 6 or 7. I'm like, what? How? Like that has to be like world record pace. Stellar Blade's a lot longer than that.
Yeah, Stellar Blade's longer than that. I can definitely attest to that. And they were probably playing on easy.
The Order 1886, Callisto Protocol, and Hellblade II are awesome, but people playing it who just like them want to play Dynasty Warriors. Order 1886 was good, but very flawed. It very much felt like the developers in over their heads. They had a very cool idea, and I kind of wish I had the budget to really realize it. Callisto Protocol I still have not played yet. I need to.
Callisto Protocol. Callisto Protocol was made by the original makers of Dead Space, right?
Yeah. Right, it came out, I think, like the November before
it came
Dead
out
Space
before
remake
Dead
came
Space
out.
remake or something like that, like a couple months or something. So,
and Dead Space remake came out and just blew them out of the water.
Right? Yeah, I remember that.
The separate studio beat the original.
I don't know if Callisto Protocol is a fair comparison because it's just like they're literally the same type of game in terms of like horror shooter type of vibe. But I still find it funny that Callisto Protocol got that low review compared to Dead Space. Because those games were released on all platforms, so that's not even a quote unquote Xbox tax thing or anything. That's literally just.
I feel like when Callisto Protocol came out, the gameplay just didn't work or something because it was very melee based, if I remember.
Yeah,
right.
I think I remember seeing something about that.
It just took too long to kill shit.
Right, I think I remember seeing something like that. Yeah.
I mean, you can definitely make the argument about survival horror being, some games prioritize survival and some prioritize horror. And some prioritize action if you ask Resident Evil.
Right.
Because like 5 is an action game. And Dead Space 3 is an action game.
So, pretty sure people tried to forget Dead Space 3.
I didn't hate it. I just don't think it should have a Dead Space. And I think if you did have Dead Space, then I think it would have been a well-received game. People want power fantasy. Yeah, and I agree with that. I do like power fantasy. I don't like... I don't think I like survival horror games to begin with. I Dead Space because I wasn't powerless through much of it. To play play an easy. It's not really, you don't have to really survive much. It's more just getting scared and stuff. So yeah, I kind of understand because I like the power fantasy. I like being strong. I don't like having to conserve ammo. I hate conserving ammo. That always drives me nuts because I have really bad aim. You can test that, Tallen.
Yes, you do.
I like to spray and pray.
You definitely do.
So I can understand power fantasy, but I mean, it really depends on the game. I mean, I hate to say that because it's such a cop-out answer, but I mean, I think that's probably why survival horror has always been a bit of a niche genre. I mean, sure, Resident Evil always has numbers, but it's not like Monhunt numbers.
Right.
Resident Evil is good, but it's not Monster Hunter levels of money for Capcom.
Right. And I think another thing also just comes down to like I definitely saw some comments about people are like, people will praise or people aren't praising it because they're trying to play it like this particular game, or, you know, it is because it's more of a cinematic game compared to pure gameplay type of thing. That I'm like, there are other games that have released over the years though that are definitely more artsy, I'll call them, I guess. I don't want to use the word artsy, but
indie games.
Yeah. So I mean, like even something like Journey, right? Like, what was that, 2014? I think is when Journey released. Like, that was literally just you gliding across the sand for the most part, right? That's all it was half the time. Which
it was pseudo online too.
Right,
you couldn't talk to anyone, so you had to like jump around, make funny dances and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I remember that. Time. So, but I mean, but that got raving reviews everywhere. Yeah. So, but I think the thing, again, I haven't played Hellblade 2, so I can't, you know, say definitively. But at least with Journey, it was, you know, again, it was one of those things I could just kick back and relax when I played it. But it was still fun to move around and everything like that. From what I've been seeing, the puzzles, especially in Hellblade 2, seem to really like just kind of put a big stop right for you as you're trying to progress through this kind of cinematic world and everything. And it's just like, oh yeah, solve this puzzle now. Just like, oh, okay. At least that's what I've been seeing in some of the reviews. Again, I've never played it. So, I mean, yeah, and then Ray right here is saying like, yeah, oh, Journey's older than the PS3? No, Journey was...
Yeah, Journey was a PS3 game.
Yeah, it was a PS3 game. That's what I thought. Okay, yeah.
But I mean, PS3 is not 2014. I mean, like Ray just said, replayed the game 8 times. Like, yeah, because it's fun. So. Journey came out in 2012. Yep. PS3.
Best game by far I've played this particular year, according to Jordan, says is Animal Well. Didn't that just release?
Ooh, Donkey's game.
Didn't that just come out like a couple weeks ago? Was it a week ago they came out? Week ago, 2 weeks ago?
Week or two, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, I know for Lemon, probably Like a Dragon is probably your favorite game for this year.
Yeah, I think so right now at least. Yeah, I'm the outlier. I'm the guy who doesn't love Final Fantasy VII Part 2.
Rebirth is definitely my personal game there, but again, it's all just opinion based. That's all any game review is.
How dare you have a different opinion than me?
I know, right? How dare I have a different opinion?
How dare you?
How dare I? I haven't played this Bowser's Castle in forever.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. This feels novel.
But this was Game Boy Color? Game Boy Advance? I don't remember actually. It's not DS.
Put the mirror quotes up there. If it's based on the one from the GBA.
Yeah. Okay. So it is GBA then.
It might be. I don't remember. I didn't see what on. There was at least 2 or 3 on the GBA. I hated the GBA. I do not like Super Nintendo GBA Mario Kart whatsoever.
Neither do I. I'm not a fan of it. They did not age well. I don't care what anyone says. They did not age well.
Well, they're hard as balls because there's no guardrails and you're constantly flying off the track. Like, this is a kid who played with bumpers when he goes bowling, alright? Come on now. I'm sure I desperately need bumpers now. I can't remember last time I went bowling.
Not liking the boomerangs here. Stop throwing the boomerangs behind Michael.
Yeah, Michael. Jerk. I don't know. There's always something funny when someone has like a screen name or an avatar name.
No.
I'm just like a generic name. Yeah, Michael. You jerk.
No, what was I was watching?
Dreaded Michael.
I don't know if you ever watched any videos from Jaden Animations. She did some really cool Pokemon.
Oh, I love Jaden Animations.
Yeah, Jaden Animations is really cool. But she was doing that Pokemon Nuzlocke or whatever with her friend.
With Alpha Red?
No, it was Golden Silver. Golden Silver. They did like the randoms and all that stuff. But one of the 2 Pokemon they caught they called them Michaels. So I see Michael. And I see Michael, and it's like, welcome to the team, Michaels.
Michaels.
Yeah.
Lord Amel is good. It's exceptionally
Hellblade
good.
is the game you will go back and try your new headsets. Yeah, no, I've heard you have to play Hellblade with headsets. That's what I've heard.
I want to know people who have surround sounds if you can play with a surround sound or you have to have headphones because I hate wearing headphones.
I don't think you have to have headphones. I think people are saying it makes it the most immersive because of the whole like hearing voices in your head.
I
Type
mean,
of thing.
but does it still come out your rear channels? Like I paid a lot of money for that goddamn home theater.
I know you
wanted
did.
to
I
use
know
it.
you did, Lemon, but you know. Jordan says Animal Well has a Breath of a Wild level of content. Wow. Okay. Definitely impressive. Anyone felt betrayed by Mario Tennis or Mario Golf? Fake.
Yeah.
Port on the Switch, I think. I missed the GBA / Game Boy Color Mario's port RPGs.
See what's crazy is the developers of the GBC and GBA Mario sports games. It's Camelot, the same developers who then went on to make the Golden Sun games.
Oh,
which like
I did not know
makes
that.
sense. Makes sense.
I mean, Golden Sun was a good game.
Oh, I love Golden Sun and Lost Age.
When did those games come out? Was that Wii or? It wasn't Switch.
Golden
was it?
Sun.
Yeah.
Golden Sun.
Yeah, Golden Sun. I don't remember when that came out.
Tallen.
Yeah.
Are you sure you're thinking of the right game?
Maybe I'm not. I don't know.
Golden Sun was a launch game for the GBA. 2001.
Wasn't there also? I could have sworn there was a Golden Sun that was later on.
The third one was on the DS.
That's
and
what it
no one
was.
liked it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, then the original Golden Sun I definitely did not play. Because I remember
GBA.
playing like on the DS or like the Wii or something like that. Like, it was a
There was a GBA, the third one on the GBA, and then they had, I know for sure they ported it to the Switch.
Okay.
But I think they might have also been on the on the DS. I could be wrong.
I just don't remember. Again, showing my age here, super old. I know. Call me a boomer. All that fun stuff. You know?
Or maybe you sailed the high seas. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure Bobby's sitting here going like, mother effers are just like, you're 33, man. I'm older. Ow.
No, Golden Sun's good. I remember playing that on a field trip. Just being absolutely mesmerized by that game. Because I think it was probably the first actual RPG I really played. Was Golden Sun.
I mean, that would make sense if you played it back on the original system it released on. So.
Yep. Good shit. Good shit. You were all children. Yeah. I don't know, some days I don't feel like a child anymore. Crawling out of the bed.
Dude, I took a nap yesterday after going to Costco. So.
I hate naps. I refuse to take a nap. I don't care how tired I'm gonna be. I refuse to take a nap. I'm not gonna waste a good day.
I mean, it was only for an hour. It wasn't like I slept for like 4 hours.
Nope, that's an hour I could be doing something more productive, like playing video games. Nothing's more productive than playing video games. Sleep when I'm dead.
Don't worry, in your 60s, you'll be taking naps all the time in your fold-out chair.
Oh, I'll be taking naps, but not willingly. I'll just fall asleep.
Just fall asleep. You'll be talking to your grandkids.
I'll just zonk out.
Like what? I don't remember well. Are we the bad guys for killing?
That's the opinion of the gamer.
I don't know. I mean, I really do hope. Turning the topic back, I really hope that Ninja Theory isn't shut down. But again, it's not a guarantee in this economy anymore, unfortunately, because we could easily see it in a year. So
even if they weren't bought out by Microsoft, I generally believe if they weren't bought out by Microsoft, I do not think they'd be around anymore.
Oh, I actually do agree with that.
Not that I would call Microsoft ever a savior of any company, but I do not expect them, because they were kind of dwelling in the lower end of the AA games on the PS3 360 era.
Right. I still think Microsoft has officially given up on the Japan market. I honestly think they have.
Why shouldn't they? I mean, they can barely hold on to the American market.
I mean, again, they literally shut down their only Japanese studio.
Well, I mean, even the Japanese publishers are like, yeah, Japan cares. It's Squeenix. They're just now realizing, hey, maybe we should keep making JRPGs instead of making live services about Marvel superheroes. Maybe that wasn't a great idea.
Yeah, I mean, they did. I mean, right after that, they sold off all their American developers.
Yeah, like, I mean,
I found an interesting little stat thing. So speaking of Square Enix real quick. So obviously everyone already knows about Square Enix's new plans to do more multi-platform and all that stuff, yada, yada. I found out that in terms of those exclusives that everyone's always like, why are you always going to Sony and everything? There are actually more Square Enix exclusives on Nintendo platforms than there are on PlayStation. It's just that PlayStation has the quote-unquote big ones, aka Final Fantasy 16 and the 7 Remake project. But in terms of the number of exclusives, is there's more on Nintendo.
Across
the Switch,
like forever, just Switch?
The Switch /PS4/PS5.
What exclusives are on the Switch that anyone gives a damn about?
It's
the
kind
farming
of,
sim?
it's more of those like smaller RPGs, you know, I guess.
Like what? That aren't, you're saying these are exclusives to the Switch? They're not on PlayStation.
They're not on PlayStation. I can't speak if they were also on like PC or something, because obviously something like Octopath Traveler 1 was on Switch where it wasn't on PS4 at the time.
I can't think of any Switch exclusive.
I'd have to go back. I'd have to go back and look at the exact statement.
Because I feel like both Octopaths were on PC and Xbox.
So I know this because I just did this in our video.
Octopath 1 was on Xbox.
Octopath
2 was PS4.
Okay, here's the whole history of Octopath Traveler. Octopath Traveler 1 first originally released on Switch, then it released on PC, and then after that it released on the Xbox Game Pass. And those were within 2 years of all that happening. So it went Switch, and then it released on Switch in the fall. Then in the next year early, it released on PC. And then a year after that, it released on the Xbox Game Pass. Octopath Traveler 2 released on PS4, PS5, Switch, and PC all at the same time back in 2023. And Xbox is supposed to be getting it this year sometime. We still don't know if it's going to be on Game Pass or not. That's the entire thing when it comes to Octopath Traveler series. Let's see. Bobby, we'll just have to see if Phil Spencer or Sarah Bond wish them many more. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, that was, that aged like milk.
Didn't they already do that? They already said that?
Maybe they did. I don't know. Well, Ninja Theory was personally bought. Meanwhile, Tango was part of a bundle they bought. Yeah, but they're small exclusives on Nintendo. Combined cost still less than a single PS game. I still need another org battle game. I don't actually know what org is.
Ogre battle.
Well, one of the things
you never get one of those.
Yeah. Well, one of the interesting things that come out of all those layoffs and the studio closures and everything was that it wasn't even the head of Xbox. It was the head of Bethesda, I think. There was a woman from like the head of Bethesda or something like that said, we're not able, we're doing this because we're not able to manage all of these studios worldwide, essentially. And Tango, I guess, fell into that because obviously that studio was here in Japan, not over in the States, I guess. Still, like, I've stated it multiple times already in the last week or so, but the fact that they did that to a Japan team during Golden Week was just like, oh God, you guys literally shot yourself in the foot. Give it 2 years before Square realizes that porting to Xbox is pointless. Well, it's funny. Okay, so speaking of that,
wait. Why? It's pennies to port games to Xbox.
Is it?
Because if you're porting to Xbox, you'll be able to port to PC. That's the whole point.
I guess
like, say what you will about Microsoft, they genuinely want everything to be going to PC.
Oh yeah, I mean they've been doing it for years now.
Like DirectX is, I guarantee you, the API they use on console. Guarantee it. Which is what they use on Windows. So if you're gonna skip PC, yeah, don't waste time with Xbox. But if you're going to PC, I don't know why you wouldn't just spend a little bit extra time. Maybe, I guarantee you, there's no way they're losing money on how little it costs. Of course,
the big thing that we'll have to wait and see when it comes to Square Enix is they say they're going multi-platform, but are they going to be releasing everything on the same day? Because Square Enix has known, and this is not even looking at something like Final Fantasy 16 or 7, which is obviously exclusive. They don't release things at the same time. I mean, just look at Octopath, for example. They released it on Switch first, which you think would be able to release on PC at the same time, no problem, but they didn't. And then a year later, they put it onto Xbox. And like you said, if Xbox and PC are generally the same in terms of how DirectX and hardware and all that stuff works, they should have done that easily at the same time, but they didn't. It was a year in between going to PC and going to Xbox. So, I mean, let's be perfectly honest. Sales on Xbox when it comes to any Square Enix game is always the lowest.
I mean, there is no... So, there... All right. I'll step my statement back. There is no sales on Xbox. The only goal you could have on going to Xbox is for Game Pass. Full stop.
But Square's not going to put their games on Game Pass now because that's going to lose them a ton of money.
Will it? If Microsoft gives them a fat check, you're telling me that for a bunch of old Final Fantasy games,
they haven't put them on there yet. They haven't put them on there yet. Square Enix
did.
Huh?
Square Enix had all the old. At the very minimum, they had 13.
They had 13. Yes. And
all right, Square
yeah, I gotta look this up real quick.
Enix games on Game Pass.
But I mean, Square, they kind of still do the Nintendo thing where a lot of their older games, they're still full price unless you catch them on a sale day.
I need like a list, like a Wikipedia list of games that have ever been on Game Pass. Where is that Wikipedia?
Still being made. I still don't understand why they said, hang on. I don't understand why they made Final Fantasy become a Star Ocean / Mana game. Final Fantasy should be turn-based. I mean, Final Fantasy 1 through...
Technically
11?
speaking, Final Fantasy had the active time battle. I mean, is that still turn-based? Active time battle? I mean, it's kind of real time, kind of not.
Microsoft isn't giving them a fat check anymore. I mean, Microsoft isn't giving anybody a fat check anymore.
They don't anymore, but they did. I swear to God, there was a lot.
They did. So when Game Pass initially launched, they did have. I remember seeing Final Fantasy 13, all three of them. Final Fantasy, I think 12 was on there. Maybe 12 might have been on there. I don't remember. And a couple other ones were on there, but then they got taken off. Right, so they're not there anymore.
Because the license fell off.
Right. Oh yeah, no.
Honestly,
that's the thing with any game on any subscription service. It doesn't matter which one it is.
I want to say it was the PS2 Final Fantasies and up, plus Dragon Quest 11.
Dragon Quest. Yeah, I believe they had Dragon Quest on there. Yeah.
Which is their better franchise, fight me.
I mean, yeah.
Dragon Quest 11 was the best.
Their own opinion, so.
Oh,
but no,
so
Final Fantasy was turn-based up until 14, basically. 13 was the last turn-based, if I remember correctly.
I guess you have to define what it means to be turn-based. I mean, it's somewhat turn-based, but to me, turn-based, I don't know. To me, active time battle feels kind of funky calling it turn-based.
I mean, some people call it turn-based, but we're okay. So let's just say then, even if it wasn't that, let's say what 12 was the last, I guess, real turn-based, right?
The active time battle thing. I was like
active time battle was 13, wasn't it? It wasn't 12.
I'm tired. Like, so 7, we had the little gauge markers in real time. They would go up and down, right? So your turns would be based on when the meter would hit the end of it, right? So that's not, to me, a turn-based. I'm straight up like Pokemon, where you just wait your turn. I don't have to think about it. I can sit there and wait until the cows come home. That to me is turn-based.
Or hit the pause button like any normal person would.
Well, I think most of them also had, like, you can do active, where you can just wait. Which is why I was just the wait.
Yeah, but I don't think Square Enix is gonna go to a full OG turn-based anymore. I don't think they're going to do that.
I would hope they're going to continue. Well, you're talking about Final Fantasy.
I'm talking Final Fantasy. I'm not talking every game. I'm just simply.
I was saying, that'd be really pissed if they made
simply,
Dragon Quest active.
No. I'm talking strictly Final Fantasy. Obviously, they have their smaller games. I mean, dude, look at Octopath. Octopath is an OG turn-based, isn't it?
Octopath, oh yeah.
Yeah. So they're not giving up completely on turn-based or anything like that. That's a stupid statement to make. But they are definitely, I think, for the mainline Final Fantasy games, those are not going to be strictly just turn-based. They've struck a gold mine with the 7 combat system, in my personal opinion. Mm-hmm. I think they've struck gold with that, and they are definitely going to, they'll make adjustments and they'll make changes for particular games. But I easily see 17 taking some form of that combat system and putting it towards the next game. I definitely see that.
Let me get on coding Game Pass PDF. Man, don't give me good ideas like that. I should do that though.
Even 500,000 copies is still money. Okay, see the problem. Okay, so one thing you have to remember with Square Enix though, because we're just talking about them particularly right now, their expectations for sales and everything are always, they've always been stupid high. You can get a game. Futz. Yeah, it is. Like there have been games of theirs that have sold 3 million, 5 million within a week or two or something like that, and they still say it's below expectations. Like anyone else would be celebrating those type of numbers, and they're just like, it was below expectations. What? Like what? Okay, Octopath Traveler 2 lost many of the Nintendo fanboys because it releases multi-platform. But
I'm never gonna understand that mentality.
Octopath Traveler 1 was already multi-platform, so I would have pissed them off.
I don't think it was originally.
Like I said, the original Octopath Traveler 2 went Switch, then like a few months later it was on PC, then a year later it went to Xbox.
Yeah, so reread that. When it released multi-platform, it went to other platforms. They got pissed off. Nintendo fanboys got butthurt about it because their System Wars forum posts.
Oh, whatever. Those console warrior BS bullshit stuff is so minuscule.
Tallen, the war rages on. Whose front? Whose backing will you have? You go to war with the Sony ponies. I'm trying to remember. I used to do it. I used to play that game back in the GameSpot forum days. System Wars.
Oh God.
Forum for it. And I'm trying to remember what you call each other, because the Manticores were like the people that just had all the consoles, which what I kind of fell into. And then there's, because it wasn't the Sony ponies. That was something even stupider than that. Yeah, that was a good time in hindsight. It was stupid as shit, but it was fun, man. That was back when it was fun.
Yeah, but you're also the same guy who thought Xbox lobbies were the best times ever.
God, I loved Xbox lobbies. Oh my God, I miss those
Bobby,
days
I told you.
so
See,
much.
Bobby, I told you.
Dude, talking to randos online was the best part of the original Xbox Live, because there's so many unhinged people there. And I was so innocent thinking that nothing would happen. And man, were they unhinged. So many out-of-pocket comments coming from them. As an adult, I wince at the kind of shit that could have went down, but God, as a kid, I just had a fucking great time. Good times.
Guardians of the Galaxy was a very fun game.
That was a really good game.
I
really enjoyed it.
That was a good game.
It kind of came out of nowhere too. I feel like no one really had a whole lot of expectations for it. And
a lot of people did not have good expectations for it. Yeah. And I'll read the comments because I know we're slow in the comments. Give me a second.
Oh, fuck.
Art, get away from me. Ow, I got squished. All right, can I get at least 5th? That is all I ask.
Survey says.
4th.
Grass.
Let's go. Okay. Square's pissing off a lot of PS fanboys with the FF going to Xbox stock. Well, okay. Again, we need to see how is Square going to actually do this multi-platform thing. Is everything going to release at once? Is it going to release, months at a time? My guess is that going forward, it's going to be definitely PC day one, PlayStation day one. I'm assuming Switch will probably be day one as well, or whatever the Switch successor will be, because there's already rumors that you're going to be able to play things like the remake and stuff like that on there, obviously scaled down a little bit. But if that happens, they're definitely going to release all of those day one. Xbox is really the one I'm not sure on, because again, I know what Lemon's about to say in terms of if it's on PC, put it on Xbox and everything, but who knows? Maybe there are extra things that, in terms of cost, that they're just like, we'll release it later or something. I don't know. Again, I'm just speculating here. Or do they still do PC and Switch first, and then PC comes out later? Because I mean, look at how long they're taking to do the PC version of Final Fantasy 16 right now, right? So, which
I got another wrinkle in this to step it back even more on my part.
Okay, hang on. But can I finish my thing real quick before?
No. Go for it.
So again, we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen there. Because again, we have to remember that whole talk about multi-platform or anything, that was aimed towards investors, and 99% of those investors don't even know anything about gaming or anything like that, right? They're just like, oh yeah, we're going to put it on more places to play more. That's all they said, right? They never said, okay, this is our exact plan. We're going to make sure that these all release on the exact same day. We're going to make sure that it's at this and none of that stuff. They're just like, yeah, our plan is to go multi-platform. Like, that's all they said. It's just for shareholders. That's all it was. So anyway,
talk's cheap.
Go ahead. Yeah, talk's cheap. Exactly.
No, so
go ahead.
I'm gonna step back even further.
Okay, go ahead.
The problem now is, I just didn't really realize until I just pondered on it for a second. Steam Deck, which is effectively the de facto kind of handheld PC thing, whatever you want to call them, doesn't run DirectX. It doesn't run Windows. It runs Linux. So
yeah.
it's running a compatibility layer for everything DirectX only, and uses Vulkan for everything else, which is kind of the OpenGL replacement. It's kind of the de facto not DirectX APIs. So yeah, I mean, if they're running everything through Vulkan or expecting it not to rely on DirectX, that's work. Because DirectX is the only thing that's going to be running on Xbox. Full stop.
Yeah, no, that actually is true. Well, because I
mean,
mean,
not surprised that AMD even blocked Vulkan.
Well, because look at the Ghost of Tsushima port. That's the latest big PC port that came out. It's technically not Steam Deck compatible, but everyone says, oh, it actually does run pretty well. So,
well, it might be also because Steam Deck's also pretty gutless. Like, it's weird to me how all these people are like, oh yeah, Steam Deck, it's so cool, it's so great. It's also gutless. Like,
Bobby's sitting here going, like, you dare talk about my Steam Deck?
It's a cool piece of tech, but anyone who's played the PC, been a PC gamer for a while, knows how fast that tech moves, and also knows how lazy PC ports are getting.
Yeah, they've been pretty miffed.
You have to have overkill hardware for some of these games. It's like some of the Sony games that have been coming out. Like Last of Us was a pretty poor port. Sounds like the developer Sony just picked up Nix's.
Yeah,
has been getting better at it, but the solution to a poor port is throw more hardware at it. So. You and an Xbox had a taste for the old deck. Yeah. My issue with the Steam Deck is the people who use it purely for PC gaming versus just using it as a handheld. Like, you're missing out on a lot of stuff playing on an oversized Wii U controller.
I remember when everyone was telling Xbox players don't buy game when Final Fantasy Crisis Core released on Xbox. Seriously? I mean, seriously? Yeah, I know Crisis Core didn't. I mean, that's the thing. Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, the remaster. So it was like Reunion Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core or whatever. That had the lowest. I mean, no one's surprised. That had the lowest sales on Xbox. I know that for a fact. But the fact that people were telling Xbox players don't buy it, I don't remember seeing that. But unless that was other Xbox players telling Xbox players, it's weird.
I use it for handheld for old games, indies, and emulate. Yeah, that's exactly what the Steam Deck's for, not for playing Ghost of Tsushima.
Right.
That's what I'm getting at. Like, you're missing out on the glory of PC gaming, which is playing games to the absolute bleeding edge. Like, that's not what Steam Deck is for.
I think it's also a good way just to simply introduce people to PC gaming, because they'll make their Steam account, and then eventually they do hopefully build a PC later on, they've got all those games right there. So.
But I think it introduces them to the Steam ecosystem, which is exactly what Valve and Gaben wanted.
Maybe we'll buy Crisis
Does
Core
not
if you
introduce
can't
them
play
well to
Final
PC
Fantasy VII.
gaming.
Can't the original Final Fantasy VII be bought on Xbox?
I think so.
Could be able.
Yeah, I swear to God, I just saw an ad for it today.
The original Final Fantasy VII?
Yeah, the original one, yeah, on Xbox. I turned it on because
today, like on the Xbox
on the Xbox. Yeah, it was
you're on the
Xbox.
Game. Okay, I thought you like on.
Yeah,
YouTube,
I was on the Xbox.
YouTube ad or something like that.
I was on because I was playing Avian. That was Avian, which is a good game. I just think it really was about 10 years too late. It'd be a really good PS3 game. But no, my issue with Steam Deck and your point about introducing people to PC gaming, it's closer to a console than it is a PC. If your introduction to PC gaming is a Steam Deck, you don't learn the horrors of having to build a PC and having a part be broken, but not knowing what that part is, or having to deal with drivers.
Oh God, drivers.
There's a reason why I generally play on consoles, because I don't want to deal with drivers at the end of my day, having worked on computers all day. I just want the game to
You're
mostly
definitely in
work.
a unique situation with that.
But when I put a game on my Steam Deck, it just works because it's a single hardware spec that everyone can program against. Like, you'd be surprised at like what the top specs are on Steam for top most used CPU, most used GPU and stuff. It's wild. It is some old shit.
Yeah, aren't people still trying to run 1600 CPUs or something like that, and they're pissed off when the latest game can't run on it? It's like, really?
Yep.
Is that surprised? Yep. Like, look, I get it. You can play it on either very low settings or you can do certain things, but to be surprised that a game like Cyberpunk can't run on your 970 or something like that, it's like, come on, guys, have some realistic expectations here.
Yeah. PC game is super expensive too.
It is. It's very expensive.
Steam Decks are very cheap. Yep. So that's another thing. I don't mean to sound like I'm shitting on Steam. I think they're a really cool piece of tech. I just don't consider it PC gaming. In the same way PC games PC gaming. Also, I think they're really large. I think Steam Decks are really big. My brother got one. I'm like, wow, this thing feels like a Wii U remote. Which
the OG is on Xbox, but it's better on PC with the voice acting mod. Oh, is there a voice acting mod for the original Final Fantasy VII? You know what's funny? The original Final Fantasy VII, a ton of people have never actually finished it, and that's been vaguely clear with that's pretty clear when it comes to seeing comments online and everything. Like, did you even finish the original Final Fantasy VII? I mean, I get it. It's a long game, but still.
I really didn't. I think the first Final Fantasy I ever really finished might have been 12? 10 or 12.
I didn't finish Final Fantasy VII way back when I originally played it, and then I went back and played it in late junior high, early high school, I think. And went over to my friend's house, who, Lemon, you actually know. And I remember finishing it on his PC.
Yeah, the PC version. Yep. I didn't even know there's a PC version until you told me about it. Yep. Speaking of PC versions, I feel like I want to play the PC version of Majora's Mask. I've been watching a lot of videos on the static decompilers.
Oh, there you go. Get those emulators going.
Like a fun time. No, it's not an emulator. They literally decompile it and it runs natively on a PC.
Damn, nice.
Yeah, it's nuts. It is nuts.
Get to it.
Yeah, I kind of want to do that. It's probably my last race. I have to go to bed. I have to friggin' work tomorrow because it's not weekend tomorrow. sucks.
I'll do a few more races and I'm gonna hop off too, start getting some other video stuff done. So
You're so lucky that kid not to work this week.
yeah, well.
Actually, do you not have to work at all this week?
Yeah, this entire week I'm off.
Vacation? Oh, so jelly.
Yep, I get the time, but I don't get the money. So you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's usually how it goes. I was gonna say because I have money, I just don't have time.
All right, so what I'm hearing is we have to combine into one human being, and then
yeah, let's say we have to go Voltron this shit.
There's a shit show around here right now. Holy crap! Oh god damn it!
Fucking hell!
Mario
man.
Kart, am I right? God.
Oh shit!
I go 2 seconds without getting hit by something, or not getting pushed all the way back into 11th. Oh god, that was like the perfect time star.
Eisenberg.
Ray, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Good night, cool random online Mario players.
I like to think I'm cool.
Yeah, no, thank you so much, Ray, for the super chat, and also thank you for stopping by the stream. We hope to see you in future ones as well. Let's go. Bam. No, he stole my item box. No. Well, definitely still getting 11th. Jesus, bomb. Oh, now I'm getting 12 apparently.
12.
I'm getting 12 on that one. Yeesh. Whoosh.
Alright, so how many races you got left?
I'm gonna do 2 more.
I'll do 2 more.
Okay.
My phone stopped lighting up. It's telling me to go to bed. My iPhone dictates when I go to bed. See, the AI revolution's already happened. It's already demanding things of me.
Are demanding things of you?
It's demanding I go to bed by not lighting up. So you gonna pick up?
Oh, I know,
Mario?
Krieger. I'm totally the best, right? 12th place, man. Woo! I am the best Mario Kart player out there. Woo!
Did you stop using the DLC cart? Is that what the problem is? Did
No,
you stop using the DLC cart?
It's not a DLC card. Oh my god! I know you're trying to get that just to get under my skin. What were you asking me beforehand, though? You're asking.
Are you gonna pick up Paper Mario?
Wife's picking it up actually. So.
Nice.
Yep. So she'll play it first, and then I'll play it. So. Or we might end up playing together. Sometimes we do that. I helped her out a lot with the Princess Peach game.
How'd you like that game?
That was fine. I didn't have to pay for it.
I didn't like
so.
it. I didn't like it very much. I got to near the end of the game. Like, I'm just not having fun anymore. I have better things to do.
I
like,
mean, it's not.
To get through.
I mean, if you're expecting some kind of like Mario Wonder style game,
I was expecting something on the order of Kirby, and it was even more somehow even more casual than a Kirby game. Like, this is.
I'm just saying.
I get what they're
Kirby
going
games
through.
are very casual.
I know. I love me a Kirby game.
Kirby games are always fun, yeah.
Whereas this, I like some of the levels, like the Ninja one was cool.
Ninja one was definitely. I like the Ninja
one.
one. The Musketeer was fun.
But I didn't like the Cake one.
The Cake one, yeah. My wife hated the Cake ones as well. She's like, oh, I gotta do this again. But then again, she was also trying to like 100% parts of the game, so I was just like,
yeah, I was never going.
I'm like, honey,
to.
you're doing this to yourself, and she's just like, no, I'm gonna get it. I'm like, fine.
Yeah, I got to the part where you're like, you have to go save all the people. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. I've seen all the levels at this point. I'm good. Oops. I should have kept that. Oh, well. Bitch.
Bullet bills, stay away from me. How's that bullet bill still going? My God.
The ammunition wound got a lot of gunpowder.
I don't say it has a lot of gas in it, but... Ah, no, I fell off the bridge. Go. Go, Shells, go. I hit myself. I hit myself. God damn it.
Fool.
Oh, I should not have used that. No, why would I use the car in the...
I did the same thing. It's a waste.
It is. That was a huge
Ow.
waste. And then the banana with the leaf pile there. God, I was doing good in the beginning of the stream, and now it's just like, oh yeah, hardcore crazy's coming out now. Although to be fair, I guess first place was right up here.
The pack's like really clustered up.
They're really clustered up, so it's not like I'm really far behind, but at the same time, I was like, whoa, geez, that green shell. All right, you know what? Save it. Fourth place. Fourth place. We'll take it. We'll take it.
Cheater. It's the DLC cart.
It is. All right, last race here, folks. Last race. Yeah, 4.5k subs, why only 4 views? I mean, we're streaming at a late time, and I guess as a lot of people don't watch streams for some reason. I'm not really sure. So,
they're just scared of Mario Kart.
Scared of Mario
They fear it. They fear.
I mean, we're still
understand.
A pretty small channel, I would say. So, you know, we have to build things up over time, and people, I think, have to get used to seeing us streaming on here a lot. We're not streaming every day, obviously, because we still make a lot of videos and shorts and that kind of thing. So, but I mean, I'm sure as we continue to grow and everything, we'll start to see. Plus, YouTube's not the biggest thing in terms of streaming. That's definitely no more for like Twitch, which we are streaming over on Twitch, but our Twitch channel has some other issues that we had to deal with in the past. So, you know.
How do you find streams on YouTube? Like, the only time I ever see a stream is when it's someone I've already subbed to.
And that right there, my friend, is the biggest thing, is finding the streams. You have to basically be subbed to somebody and make sure you check your subscriptions, because if you don't, you're never going to see streams like in some kind of browse feature, or, you know, even when you go to like the streaming section of YouTube, which very few people actually know where it is, you're going to find the most random stuff sometimes. And Jumping Jack's no sub. I'm okay, man. You don't have to sub if you don't want to. I want you to sub to the channel because you enjoy the content that we provide. So if you don't enjoy it, then don't feel like you're pressured to sub.
So I'm here as your content's not doing jumping jacks.
No, that is not.
You're not about that. No. You're not about aerobics.
No,
there's no aerobics videos.
Plus, I live in an apartment in Japan, and doing jumping jacks with my neighbor's home. That's yeah, not exactly.
How'd the neighbor count it out?
Ichi, ni, san, shi. Boy Kai, I didn't hear ya. I didn't hear the boom on the ground.
Someone's slacking. Oh man, yeah. I don't know. I could not live with having a shared wall. That would drive me up the goddamn wall.
Well, luckily the wall here at our place is not going to. It's not as bad as like tower apartments, thankfully.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, you probably remember my wall though at my old place that when we visited years ago. That was thin.
I don't really remember being that paper thin. I just distinctly remember that metal door you had and how loud it was.
Oh yeah, the metal door was loud as F.
Like it straight up sounded like a Fallout door, like a game.
I mean,
from Fallout.
So
it's
that apartment
God.
was what's called UR apartments, and URs are the government ones actually. And that particular building, most of them are a lot newer and a lot better, but that particular building was like built back in the 40s. It was like no, I kid you not on this. That particular building, or that set of buildings where I used to live, that's where the the Japanese army was during World War II.
It's gonna be surviving a lot of things then.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
So, but I mean, the inside was remodeled, but the outside, as you probably realized, it was not exactly the prettiest thing.
It's very what's that design style? It's like brutalist, I think it's called, where it's just nothing but concrete and straight lines.
Pretty much, yep. That's exactly what it was.
Which is weird because I thought Japan was like hardcore into the whole just tear down buildings to build new ones mentality.
For houses they are, yeah, but for apartment buildings not so much.
Oh, I thought it was for apartments too. Ah.
If you win, I'll sub. Unfortunately, I did not win because I got just effed by the blue shell at the final. That is the most Mario Kart thing right there, right? Getting the blue shell near the end of the third lap when you're in first. That is the most Mario Kart thing ever. All right, you know what? Fine, extra bonus one. Then I know Lemon has to go to sleep. This is the final one right here, and then we're done. So,
bruh.
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 I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. All right. The interactions were funny anyway. I'm subbing anyway. Well, thank you so much for the sub, man. And hopefully if you get a chance, check out other video content that we have. We got discussions, guides, shorts, all that stuff. So I hope you enjoy the content. I truly hope you do.
You didn't even have to do jumping jacks. Look at you.
I know, right? I'm coming up in the world. Focus up. Let's do this.
There's a lot of randos.
I don't think we're going to the Thwomp map.
I'm hoping we're going to end on Tallen's Turnpike.
No Tallen's Turnpike.
Ah,
okay.
Pinball.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I can handle pinball. That's fine. That's actually totally fine.
I don't like this track very much. I didn't like it on DS either.
It's not the worst.
I love pinball. I just do not like this track.
You do like, let's say, the pinball guy not liking the pinball track is definitely something.
Whenever I
all right, Krager, thank you so much for stopping by, and I
hope
you have a good night. This last race is for you, regardless if we win or not. Go. All right, just don't get hit by the pinball, and we're all good to go.
Well, it's not here you have to worry about the pinball. It's in the later section.
That's true. Even here, when everyone's around you and hitting you with stuff, you can't get hit by this one.
Oh yeah, you get knocked around for sure. Just don't get too close to it.
Or get boomeranged right as it's right next to you.
Also a concern.
All right, pinball, where are you going? Ooh, almost got hit by that. All right, we made it through the first lap. Let's go. Third place, all right. Third place is fine. Come on, that. But we got hit. All right, the question is, can we catch up to PD Piranha? Because PD Piranha is in first place.
Yeah, that'd be terrible if someone caught up. Let's not catch up to PD Piranha.
Well, I want to.
Let's not catch up. PD Piranha's good in first place. PD Piranha deserves it. Blue shot, figure it. I was doing too well in the game, had to cut me down. I see how it is.
You got hit by a blue shell. I got hit by a red shell. So you know what? So later, Mando. It's just you and me, buddy. And with technically, Peter Piranha's right behind me. So. Oh, I was too close to him.
Jesus Christ! What happened there?
I don't know. They're in third place. Okay, all of you guys need to stay behind us a bit. Like, don't come near me. I need to get this first place.
You want it. You don't need it. There's a difference. I need it.
Why do you need it? Ego boost?
Yeah, my ego has been a little on the low side. I haven't won first in a while. Really? A red show? How the hell did Mando get a red show?
He's in second place, so I'm not surprised.
Red shells do not belong in second place.
No! I get hit by the bumper! No!
Fucking Mando, you sack of shit.
Did I hit that guy? I don't know. Oh, that's gonna be like if there's 6 for me.
Third.
Shit.
God
Damn
it.
Mando! It's all Mando's fault.
Bastard.
All right, guys. Well, with that being said, thank you so much for stopping by the stream, everybody. It was a lot of fun hanging out and chatting about everything gaming. If you haven't already, make sure to check out our other content as well. And hopefully we see you guys in the future for more streams, more discussion videos, guides, you name it. So with that being said, though, I'm Tallen with Direct Gaming. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I can't wait to see you all in the next one.